I used to consume every piece of financial advice I could find. Podcasts, YouTube videos, best-selling books. If someone was labeled a guru, I listened. Cut out your morning coffee. Start 5 income streams. Don't spend money unless it makes you money. I followed it all, but you know what happened? I got overwhelmed, burnt out, and broke anyway. That's when I realized, maybe the gurus weren't wrong, but maybe their advice wasn't right for me. So I stopped listening to the so-called money experts and started building a system that worked in my real life. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I stopped doing and what I replaced it with. The result? More savings, less stress, and actual momentum with my money. If you're tired of financial advice that sounds good but doesn't fit your life, smash that like button. Subscribe for honest, grounded money strategies that work for real people. And drop a comment below. What's the worst money advice you've ever been given? 1. I stopped trying to live like a spreadsheet. Gurus say, track every penny. Know exactly where your money goes. I tried that. Apps, color-coded budgets, expense logs. And it worked for about 2 weeks. Then life got busy. Unexpected bills showed up, and the guilt set in. What worked better? A simple money flow system. 60% goes to essentials. 20% goes to savings and debt payoff. 10% is for fun. 10% for growth or unexpected stuff. I review this monthly, not daily, and adjust when needed. It's not perfect, it's practical. And practical is what I needed to finally make progress. 2. I quit the no fun financial diet. Some gurus make you feel like spending on anything is wrong. Don't eat out. Cancel Netflix. Live like you're broke, even if you're not. But here's the truth. Budgets that feel like punishment don't last. So I stopped feeling bad about enjoying my life. I just gave fun spending its own category. If I wanted to order takeout or go to a concert, I didn't guilt myself. I planned for it, I budgeted it in, I enjoyed it, and still saved money that month. You don't have to sacrifice joy to build wealth. You just need to be intentional. 3. I stopped chasing 17 side hustles at once. Every guru online says the same thing. You need multiple income streams. While that's true in the long run, trying to start 5 at once while working full-time was a recipe for burnout. I was tired, I was distracted, I wasn't making progress in any area. So I made one powerful shift. I picked one thing to focus on. I gave it real attention. I stuck with it long enough to see results. For me, that was building a digital income stream. For you, it could be freelancing, selling digital products, or investing. But the key is focus, consistency, simplicity. Not chaos disguised as ambition. 4. I ditched the comparison game and made peace with my pace. Gurus love to say things like, I made $100,000 in 3 months. I retired at 28. If I can do it, so can you. That's cool, but also not helpful for most of us. When I constantly compared my timeline to theirs, I felt like I was failing. So I unplugged from the hype. I started tracking my progress, not theirs. I celebrated things like finally building an emergency fund, paying off a credit card, having money left at the end of the month, and suddenly, I felt empowered. Not behind, not broken, just on my own journey. 5. I built a system that works even when I don't feel motivated. The gurus say, you just need more discipline, but the truth is, motivation comes and goes. And relying on willpower is exhausting. So I stopped building my financial life around discipline. And I built systems instead. My bills are automated. My savings transfers happen the day I get paid. My investments are scheduled. Even my fun money goes to a separate account so I don't overspend. This means I can have an off week, or even an off month, and my money still moves in the right direction. That's what actually works. 6. I replaced advice with awareness. Gurus love to give blanket advice. But your life isn't like theirs. Your goals aren't either. So I started asking myself real questions. What are my priorities right now? What money habits make me feel calm and secure? What can I realistically sustain month after month? That self-awareness replaced the need to follow a script. It gave me ownership over my choices. And that's when money finally started to feel like something I was managing, not something that was managing me. 7. I finally learned to trust myself. For years, I thought someone else had the magic formula. But after trial and error, after mistakes and wins, after ignoring the noise, I realized, I know my life better than any guru ever could. I know what makes me stressed. I know what makes me feel free. I know what progress feels like in my world. And when I started trusting that, my results followed. Not overnight, but steadily. And without sacrificing my mental health in the process. The new money rule I live by. The biggest financial shift I've made? I stopped following perfect advice and started building a system that works in the real world. And real-world money wins look like this: bills paid on time. No panic when the car breaks down. Guilt-free spending that fits your values. Growing savings, one step at a time. A life you actually enjoy while building wealth. If that's the kind of financial peace you want, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're ready to ditch the hype and build your version of freedom. And comment below. What advice never worked for you, and what actually does?